Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So NARS have brought out their new Soft Matte Complete Foundation, and basically I'm here to tell you all about it. I'm going to show you all three shades that I have and do a shade comparison to help you choose your shade if you're around my kind of shade bracket. And I'm also going to do an all-day wear test. So without further ado, I'm just going to get straight into it and enjoy the video. Okay guys, so excuse my hair, I've got a mask in right now, so this is the best that I can do. Let's get on with trying out the new foundation, but let's just get on with it. So I just have to show you this. NARS don't play when it comes to PR packages. NARS products and just the packages in general, like anything NARS is just something that I really look forward to. I'm like, every time I get an email, I'm like, every time there's a new product launch, I'm like, and I don't know, it's a brand that I absolutely love. And I don't know, sometimes I feel it's a bit underrated. Like NARS is the one, or at least it used to be really underrated. Anyway, it is the one. So they now have 3 new foundations. I have had my grubby mitts all over these, by the way. So they now have this new soft matte foundation to go with the soft matte concealer, which they came out with that like ages ago, and I'm actually a really huge fan of that concealer, more so like on my eyes as a eyeshadow base, or you know, under my brows to carve my brows out. I love it for that. I've done that today. And also really great for around the face. For me personally, under my eyes on a full coverage day, I'm not a fan of it, but I like it more so on a quick natural day. If I quickly have to just cover up my dark circles and leave and I'm not fussed, then I will use that concealer. Enough about the concealer. I want to show you the foundation. So they've obviously sent me 3 shades. In the concealer, by the way, I am the shade Ginger, which is what I would use in the Radiant Creamy Concealer as well. I'm going to swatch all 3 of the shades here for you. This is Barcelona, which is not bad. This is Valencia. Guys, if you can hear people talking really loud, it's my next door neighbours probably breaking lockdown rules right this second, and I'm on the verge of snitching because they're annoying me so much, but trying to stay calm. Okay, and then Aruba is the shade after that, which is actually lighter than Valencia, but the undertone obviously is different. Ooh, not gonna lie, I quite like the shade of Aruba. Valencia is what I use in the other foundation. I always like to blend it down to my neck. I feel like Aruba is going to be more like neutral olive tone. Can you tell? Like Aruba is more olive. Valencia's got more warmth in it. And then Barcelona might just be a little bit too light. Yeah, Barcelona's definitely going to be too light. I could get away with Valencia, but I think if I want to get a really good, I don't know, Aruba or Valencia. I'm going to swatch them on this side over here so I can just see. So this is Valencia, and it actually warms up as you put it on. This foundation doesn't oxidize, but as it sets, it settles into its actual tone. So it goes on like nice and light, but then it will settle into its shade. I just have to check on this side. This is a very important decision, you see. I think I'm gonna go with Valencia. That's the decision we're making today. I think when Aruba does really match, but so does Valencia. I think when Aruba dries, it just dries down just that little bit, that touch too dark, just like that teeny touch. So I am going to keep it because that's going to work really well for me in the summer. So I'm just going to apply primer as I normally would. I'm using my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, which I haven't used in ages, by the way, but it's one of my absolute favorites. And I want to try and do my makeup like as normal as I can, as I normally would basically, just so I can see how the foundation lasts and how it would go on. So I'm going to use the Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Tiramisu. It's a shade darker than Ginger. And the reason I'm using this shade right now is so that it's going to color correct and conceal any discoloration. And you always want to use a concealer that's just, you know, slightly warmer to counteract that grayness and darkness around the face. I'm also just going to take it on any redness or whatever. Oh, I really like that shade. So we're going with Valencia. Now, NARS actually suggests that you apply it with your fingers, and I think that they use most of their foundations that way. They just prefer, you know, warming it into your skin with your fingers and all of that. But me personally, I don't like applying my foundation that way at all, ever. I hate the idea of foundation being all over my hands. And then that faff of cleaning, and then me getting it possibly on my clothes, on a towel, or on something. So I want to apply this in a way that I'm gonna always apply it, which is with a brush. So I'm just gonna get, oh, it's runnier than I thought it would be. Like, oh, I genuinely thought the Soft Matte Complete Concealer is not runny at all. It's in a pot. But this has got some slip. Okay, let's just blend this out, and I'm gonna stipple as I normally would. Oh my God. Is that not airbrushed? That is freaking flawless. Guys, look at my skin. It's airbrushed. I can't even deal right now. Oh my God. This is like, okay, hold on. Oh my God, okay. The coverage is just insane. I'm like, quickly blend it out. I literally just want it all over my face right now because it is so nice. Oh my God. The coverage is insane, but it's still like, it's still like skin. Like I can see my beauty marks through it. I always kind of go off of whether I can see my beauty marks through it or not. That kind of tells me how much cake I got on my skin. But oh my freaking God. Guys, this is just absolutely insane. First of all, it blends out so quick. Second of all, it's flawless, like flawless, absolutely flawless. I have never seen a foundation do this to my skin before. Just look at this. Look at how smooth my skin looks. The shade is actually spot on as well. Loving the shade. Good choice. Well done. But I can't get over this. I need some on my forehead, just a teeny touch. And a little bit really does go a long way. Like, I am so shocked. I mean, NARS always do amazing base products. But you know when there's a new foundation, you're always just like, oh, is it gonna be as good as like the rest? Is there a need for this foundation? Hello, yes there is. And genuinely, I haven't used anything like this before. So this foundation is also a matte finish. And they also say that anyone can use this foundation. So no matter what your skin type is, but obviously it is best for normal to oily skin, which is great for me because I have an oily T-zone. I can also really understand why they would say that anyone can use it, because even though it's a matte foundation, it's not super drying. It doesn't look super drying. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't feel cakey. And this matte finish is just, it's matte but still like skin in a really weird way. I'm like absolutely mind blasted. Mind blown by this foundation. I can't even deal with how smooth this is on my skin. I don't know why I'm still blending because I don't need to. Coverage is insane. Like the coverage is just amazing. I also really like the packaging. They always do really nice packaging. I love the bottle. My only concern is that when I get close to the end, is there going to be loads of products sitting up here that I'm going to have to try and squeeze out? And really, you can't actually squeeze much of this up until about here. So that's my only worry. But the actual product, insane. I'm gonna put on a little bit of ginger just to show you. This is a Soft Matte Complete Concealer, which is one of my old faves. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this right here. And this gives you really good coverage. And it is super matte. I actually can't believe how nice this foundation is. So ginger is touch brighter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna put on the rest of my makeup, and then I'm gonna come back to you and let you know what my thoughts are. And also I think I'm gonna do an all-day wear test as well today. I'll let you know how I get on throughout the day because I think that's really important. So I'll be back. Okay guys, so the rest of my makeup is on. Do you know what, yeah? I know this is off topic, but I really like my hair in a mask like this. Whatever, anyway. Okay, back to the foundation. So I've done my makeup as I normally would. Cream contour, concealer, powder, under eye powder, bronzer, highlight, blush, the whole shebang. And here we are. I just look like, please, just take a moment. Just look at my skin. Yeah. I couldn't make this up if I tried. Like, I have to touch it. Feels great. It's not really, there's no transfer. It's flawless. I, for a long time, went off of matte foundations just because I find some of them make my skin look a bit too matte. And when I say too matte, I mean sometimes it can look really cakey, and some matte foundations can look quite heavy on my skin. And I also really like a foundation that is still going to give me some radiance so that my skin looks healthier and more glowy. I also love the match. The match is obviously 10 out of 10. Guys, I can't tell you, like, you can tell. Also, just ignore this, okay? I've got a spot. You can tell how pleased I am with this. This is actually flawless. Right, I'm gonna stop rambling because we all know at this point that I'm in love with this foundation, but I'm gonna put it to the test. I've got lots of filming to do. What I've got to go and do right now is go and wash my hair while I've got makeup on, but obviously I'm not gonna let water run down my face, but there may be some splatters, so I'm just gonna see how I go with doing that. By the way, I don't normally put my makeup on and wash my hair. I'm filming videos, okay? I'm gonna see how I go. I'll check in with you in a bit and I'll let you know how we're getting on. Okay guys, so I've come to check in with you. It has been about 5 hours since I last saw you, and I'm not gonna lie, I washed my hair over the bathtub. I didn't get my face wet, which I'm so pleased about. I had a few like little flickers on this side, but it wasn't anything major. I also had my head tipped upside down to dry my hair as I normally do. It takes me about half an hour, 45 minutes, like from complete wet to dry. So I was under heat blowing at my head for about 45 minutes, and my makeup is still on and flawless. The one thing I have noticed is that there is some oil around my nose. If you can see, look, can you see my nose is shiny here and here? It's shiny on my nose, but my forehead's not too bad. That's a little bit of highlighter. I can see maybe a teeny bit of oil has come through, but it's so minor, and the rest of my face looks great. So I'm actually really pleased with it so far, considering I had a hot blow dry blowing in my face for like 45 minutes. I'm really pleased. So I just want to go over a few points that the NARS website says and tell you what I think. So it says that it's a full coverage, natural looking matte foundation, correct? But I definitely think it's also very buildable because it's nice and lightweight, which is great. It says that it resists shifting shades throughout the day due to oxidization, and I believe that is correct. My shade has not changed at all day. I still look exactly the same, and features comfortable 16-hour wear. Now, 16 hours, I don't know if I'm going to be awake for 16 hours. Man, you know, this is why this is hard in lockdown. In my old life, I was out, you know, maybe I'd be out late till 2, 3 in the morning sometimes, and I would be able to test it. But right now, no one is staying up for 16 hours, okay, at this point. I've made it 5 so far. Yeah, it's details. It says medium to full buildable coverage. Yes. Natural soft matte finish. Yes. 16-hour wear. Yes. It says it's oil free. It might well be oil free. Obviously, it's a matte finish foundation. So yeah, it's just that my oils are just, you know, starting. They're starting. Oxidization resistant. I like that. Yeah. Shine proof. When you put it on, it is 100% shine proof. Like when you put it on, it was matte, extremely matte, but not cakey, dry. It still looked like nice skin, like matte. Transfer proof, absolutely nada. Humidity proof, I would have to say, yeah, because I mean, the hairdryer. Sweat proof, yeah. Obviously, again, being under heat, it protects from pollution and blue light. Oh, that's great. I like that. And you get 45 mils worth of product for £28. What? That is a steal. Am I seeing 45 mils? Normally, a high-end foundation or any foundation, you're getting 30 mils. You're getting 30 mils in a liquid foundation. This is 45 mils and for £28. I honestly was expecting it to be 35, 32, 35. I thought it would be in the 30 region, but that's for NARS, I think that's really, really good. This foundation also comes in 34 shades. And it is, like I said earlier, for all skin types and for all skin tones. So that's also really, really important. Love that there's a wide shade range. And NARS have always been very, very inclusive, which is what we love to see. It says here that it's got a new Hydromat balancing complex, which balances excess sebum while keeping skin hydrated with a combination of microalgae and biohyaluronic acid. So basically, this is why in some matte foundations, you end up looking really like old, dry and cakey. You see me, right? I've started to get wrinkles on my forehead, and some matte foundations will really kind of enhance that, and you'll really be able to see all the lines and the creases using a matte foundation. Whereas this, because it's got this kind of hydration to it, but it is going to give you a matte finish, it's great for smoothing, I guess. That's just what I think. Superior oil absorbing powders create a smooth, mattified second skin look. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It says it's satisfying and mattifying, and it's the new take on matte. And yeah, do you know what? And I completely agree. You can tell I really, really love this foundation. I think there isn't a foundation like this out there. The finish on this foundation is just insane. It is to die for. It is flawless. You would look like a walking filter, and who doesn't want that, right? I actually did some stories earlier on today and I didn't need to put a filter on. No joke, I did not put a filter on my skin because I was wearing this. So yeah, I'm basically gonna leave it here because I feel like no matter what, I'm still gonna love this foundation, and I feel like I've told you everything you need to know. I reckon I am gonna get oilier, obviously, on my nose, but I think that is just me and my very oily nose that tends to get very oily. The main thing is that I don't have any separation, because with some foundations you can get really oily and then the foundation starts to separate, and that is what you don't want. But if you just look oily and then you can go over it with a powder, I'm just going to use my powder brush, and you can manage it like this, then that's okay. And as long as it's not coming off and it's not separating, I think that is fine. I'm kind of used to it. I'm really, really pleased. Let me know, guys, are you going to be purchasing this NARS foundation? I would love to know what your thoughts are, so let me know down below in the comment section. Also, make sure you hit the thumbs up button because it does really help me out. And also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already joined the family. We are nearly at 200k. Not far now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye.